despite of my surname. Sir, you've just mentioned that mixed marriages between a Christian woman and a Muslim male bring decline to the strength of Iman the Muslim male has. Sir, but there are examples in the history that kings and other political leaders, Muslim political leaders, marrying Christian women, like Suleiman the Magnificent of Ottoman Empire. He married a Christian girl, Roxelana, and other Ottoman kings marrying Byzantine women. Sir, do you think it brought some sort of improvement in the quality of Islamic community of that time, or do you think it brought decline?
I think the modern examples are far better. Modern examples, Suharto, the president of the biggest Muslim community in the world, Indonesia. He's got a Catholic wife. This guy, Mubarak, Hosni Mubarak of Egypt, he's got a Christian wife. I don't know whether she's Catholic or what. Then Hussein of Jordan, he's got a Christian wife. And we can see the type of people that are around him. The whole country, Indonesia, is being run by Christians today, boasting the biggest number of Muslims in the world, over 150 million Muslims, but is all in only name. The name Allah you can't utter in that country anymore. You have to call Allah Tuhan. You can't have a society called Islamic, no more in that country. You have the Pancasila. Pancasila, in which number one principle is that there is but one God, and this God is Tuhan, not Allah. You dare not call him Allah, you dare not write Allah, you dare not write the word Islam. Where do you get it? Your Christian wives. See, the Hussein and Mubarak, and you keep on Sadat, he had a Christian wife. This is what the rot is increasing. You see, look, I'm asking, can't you find Muslim women who are good enough to be your wives? What is going wrong? No. The thing is this, these westernized people, when they go out, it's very easy to date this Christian woman. You see, the Christians, the women are throwing themselves at the feet of the Muslim. The guys are hungry. Man is animal by nature. And when a woman throws herself at his feet, and he says, well, there's nothing better than this. Man, look, she's dancing to my tune. He said, go to the dance, it's all right. He said, let's have a little drink, it's all right. So now when he comes back, he said, look, man, this Muslim woman, I'll have to train her into all this sort of things, you know. It's hard, like training an animal. He said, rather, I have this woman who's already trained, you know, in Western style, because this is his norm, his standard. So actually, is rottenness increasing upon rottenness. What happened in the past? Same. We were brought to this condition in Spain, same thing that the Muslims are doing, marrying Christian women without converting them. So the people who kicked us out, wiped us out, were our own children, these illegitimate children. We kept them there as Christian, the wife was kept as Christian, and it carried on and on until the time came that Hatta Yati Allah bi Amri, Allah's decision came for your destruction. So it was a very dangerous thing. They're doing that then and now. And it's a warning to the leaders of Pakistan and to me. When you have a leader, that guy has got a non-Muslim wife, don't vote for him. He is already half emasculated. He is emasculated. His wife, because women, you see the Frenchman says very beautifully, he says, women can do anything because they govern those who govern everything. And that's my case too. See, I have to say my wife, if she didn't give me permission, I couldn't be here. Wallah, I tell you.